Hello again, I am Blunty, and chances are decent if you click this video, you're aware of the resurgence in popularity Fallout has had recently. Thanks in large part, of course, to the unexpectedly superb TV show that popped out, 6 months ago now, reigniting a fire under existing fans' bums and bringing in a fresh new load of them. All of the Fallout games saw a pretty big surge in active players, Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 seeing the largest bursts of new and returning players as the most recent games, of course, traditional single-player and online multiplayer shared world respectively. And while Fallout 4, at least on Steam, the only reliable numbers we have access to, thanks to the consoles being so closed off, had its surge and over a few months relaxed back down to the pre-show numbers. Just as you'd expect, it's a single-player RPG, people played, people finished it, and people moved on. But it is a Fallout game, so they'll probably be back at some point to do another replay through. While 76 being an online game, I'd wondered just how many new players, if any, would hold on to it long term. Turns out, it's also relaxed pretty much back down to the pre-show numbers too, just a little more active, but nothing massive. So yeah, a few more long-term players, but nothing notable really. Again, not too surprising, people came, people experienced, they played, maybe exhausted the main storyline stuff and moved on. But as is common with games like this, it'll have little surges whenever there's new content drops, and Bethesda have recently made comments suggesting they've got content plans for 76 that stretch for at least another 6 to 8 years, believe it or not. Into the 2030s was the exact wording. So we'll see about that. In any case, there's a new opportunity to try it out for yourself if you couldn't quite push yourself to buy in 6 months ago when the show hit and the hype was big. Bethesda have announced that as of right now, Fallout 76 is going free to play, at least for a week. Bit of a tease, I know. I wonder how well it'd do if it actually went free to play. You're going to be curious, don't you? Anyway, it's across all platforms, and no, sadly the game is still not cross-platform, which is frustrating. But a week of free play is a decently solid chunk of play time, especially seeing as it stretches across a weekend. Oh, and if you do like it, and want to keep playing, it will also be on heavy discount during that free week, so you can pull the trigger at any time. And the free week is coinciding with the annual Halloween-themed events, which are always fun. Got challenges and unique rewards going on, including a range of extra daily and weekly goals for bonus rewards, and the return of the costumed Spooky Scorched, which I like quite a lot. Comparatively rare spawns of these scorched enemies who arrive in Halloween costumes and howling noises and spawn in as legendaries that upon death drop special spooky treat bags for extra item rewards, special consumable mystery candy which you can share from bowls in your camp trick-or-treat style with other players, that's fun. And of course they all drop legendary items, very much in demand, especially with the recent changes to how legendary crafting works. So, the game will be extra active over the weekend, which will be fun. The farming of these Spooky Scorched is going to be more dense than ever, I suspect. I'll certainly be in on it. And the daily and weekly spooky themed challenges drop unique decorations for your camps, and there's even a special apparel item. And of course, for those who know their Fallout lore, October 23rd is, in the game's universe, the day the Great War started as the first bombs dropped, and the apocalyptic wasteland that the games live in was created. October 23, 2077. So if you've ever wondered, while playing a Fallout game, why some houses have Halloween decorations up and whatnot, well that's why, because it happened just before Halloween. So in any case, Bethesda tend to celebrate that day in one way or another most years. This year, a special live broadcast, which I think is the first time they've done that. Someone double check me on that. I didn't actually do my fact checking that, but I don't remember other ones. Anyway, they're promising, amongst other things, a look into what the Fallout franchise has coming along. Don't expect news of a new main series game just yet. That would be silly. Elder Scrolls, of course, is next in line for that. But certainly new content roadmaps and teasers for 76. I would personally expect fresh details about the incoming update that will allow players to turn their characters into ghouls, which is very interesting and exciting. Much of big changes coming with that, including a whole new perk cards and things like that. And who knows, maybe there'll be some more spin-off Fallout game stuff. Hopefully something more interesting than just a little mobile game or something, because those have all kind of sucked. In any case, if you are interested, some localized times for that are on screen for you there. There's also just been a big, fresh new patch, and the patch notes are long, so I'm not going to go through them here, but there's some real nice stuff in there, including, thank goodness, a much better adjustment to the rewards you get from the new caravan escort missions when you help other players out. Now, they're a lot more tempting to do. I mean, I was doing them anyway whenever they came up, or whenever I was free for them, because it's just nice to go and be helpful to other players and return the favors for others who came along and helped out with mine. But now, well, even the more selfish players have a larger carrot on the stick to help out other players with these caravans. And you know, as far as escort missions go, they almost always suck in video games, but they're actually done pretty well here. I actually like the caravan system. It's one of the very few escort missions in games that I don't hate. Unfortunately, while the patch notes also promise some fixes to known bugs with the caravan system we've been dealing with since it came along, they, in true Bethesda fashion, have also introduced some new bugs. Like the caravan that I was on to record the footage for this very video, literally refusing to end, and then just stalling out completely, which is a new version of an existing bug that people have experienced. So, hashtag bloody Bethesda, am I right? I am right. Hashtag bloody Bethesda. Anyway, if you're tempted by the free play on Fallout 76, come along to my streams over the weekend over on Twitch. I'll no doubt be continuing to soak into the game. I have done regularly, pretty consistently. I've been in and out of the game since it launched, but yeah, since the show, it's become sort of one of those background games that I always dip into almost every day, just doing my dailies and whatnot, and streaming it fairly frequently on the weekends when there's no other, you know, new, fresh, big game to take me away from it. So yeah, pop along. I've still got a couple of pages of that season pass to polish off after all, and a bunch of holidays scorched to farm for their special rewards and all that sort of stuff. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this interesting and or useful. Thank you as always to the patrons. I am Blunty, and I will catch you next time.